This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connor's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome live inside Victor High School. Site of tonight's Class A2 semifinal matchup between the two-time defending A2 champion Wayne Eagles and the 20-1 East High Eagles. So, Battle of the Eagles tonight. Glad you could be with us. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting alongside Tane Robinson. A little tough sledding getting to the gymnasium tonight. A winter storm this afternoon's canceled a bunch of games that were on the slate for tonight, really creating a bit of a conundrum for Section 5 as they try to reschedule ahead of this week's finals. But we're here. Jeremy Hunt's going to capture the image for our video replay later, and we're glad wherever you are that you're with us too. Hope you're nice and warm or safe at home or taking it slow on the roadways. But hi, Tani.
Hey, Jim. Good to see you. Good to be here. Crowd starting to slowly trickle in. We see the Wayne train has arrived, which is always fun. Wayne's just got one of the best student sections in the entire area when it comes to supporting their basketball team during the postseason. And
this has been generally agreed upon by most basketball people in Section 5. The A2 is the toughest bracket this year, the toughest classification. And Wayne, 2 years ago when they first won their first sectional title in school history, defeating Wilson Magnet at Fairport, a game we called together.
Yep.
Wayne entered that tournament as as an afterthought almost. Not expected to do well. Finger Lakes East team playing up against bigger schools in A2. But they pulled it off, and their core group that year were sophomores, Billy Thompson, Logan Blankenberg, Nick Carmichael, and Logan Helgado. But then last year they come in the tournament as favorites, top seed, and they come through and get the win. Now this year I kind of get the feeling that people were kind of riding them off. But again, two-time sectional champs, defending champs, they've been here before, and I can tell you by the look on their eyes warming up out here, even though they're in the road jerseys as a higher seed, they look like they're ready to play.
Yeah, they are focused and ready to go. And this Eagles team from the East High has had a heck of a season so far this year. Don't know a whole lot about them other than that they put up some real impressive numbers. And then watching them during warm-ups, obviously a very athletic group, but a little bit younger compared to this Wayne team. Wayne's gonna start, 3-4 seniors that have been a couple years, 2-3 years in a row, been starters at the varsity level and have played in the biggest stage that Section 5 has to offer. And so it's going to be a battle of, maybe experience versus athleticism.
Okay, well, what's at stake tonight? A trip to the Blue Cross Arena and the A2 championship game. It will be played Saturday night at 5 o'clock ahead of the A1 and AA finals. And we're here at Victor High School. Best seats in the house, Tony. We're right at mid-court. Our broadcast table literally 2 feet from the center stripe. A little late arriving crowd, probably due to the weather. Bleachers on both sides of this gymnasium. The Wayne train's going to be to our left. They caused us some trouble when we called that game in Fairport to our left. They were so loud it kind of hurt our broadcast, but I think we got things dialed in for tonight. East High bench directly across the court to our right. Wayne's bench will be directly across the court to our left. And it's an older gymnasium, but they did refurbish some of their bleachers, and this will be the site for the girls' sectional finals this weekend in Section 5. A ton of title games, most notably so far on Friday night, Mid-Lakes versus Batavia. That'll be at 8 o'clock. We also know on Friday night at the Blue Cross Arena, that Lions will be taking on Red Jackets. So congratulations to Red Jackets showing out for the Wayne Finger Lakes. I don't know what the line on that game will be. Lions heavily favored, but they got to the Blue Cross and they'll take their shot. That game's at 7 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, the Marcus Whitman Wildcats. It's been a long time coming for Greg O'Connor. Come really close over the past 6 years since he's been head coach. And finally last night, they punched their ticket in a wild scene in Bloomfield, defeating Avon. And they'll take on C.G. Finney, who defeated Gananda. And as far as Saturday's championship game lineup, we're going to have to wait a day longer. For some of the teams, we know that tonight was supposed to be a doubleheader in Bloomfield between Newark and Hornell, followed by Odyssey and Geneva in Class B1. The Newark-Hornell game was postponed. The Geneva game is actually being played. They moved it up from 8:15 to 7:30. The Minders-Wayland-Cohocton game in Class B2 was suspended due to the weather or postponed, and so they'll play that game tomorrow night. And word is they're trying to make it now a doubleheader at Penn Yan with Newark-Hornell in B1 and then Minders and Waco. Other than that, on the girls' side of things tonight, South Seneca game is still on up at Honeoye Falls Lima. They're playing Wheatland Chi-Li for a chance to win their return to the championship game, win their 4th straight sectional title. In C2, Red Jackets playing Geneseo and Marion's playing Pembroke, so a chance for a couple Wayne Finger Lakes teams to get in there. I'm not sure if those games are on or off at Canandaigua High School. In Class C1, Gananda's playing Canasteo and Avon's playing East Rochester. So a ton of Wayne Finger Lakes teams still with a great chance to get to the championship weekend, and we could be really busy over the next few days. It's already been a busy week.
Oh, best time of the year if you're a high school basketball fan.
And as I mentioned, Wayne will be wearing their road blues, their dark blue unis with yellow lettering, yellow, gray, and blue stripes down either side. East High wearing their home whites. Their primary color is purple. Both teams the Eagles. And we mentioned the toughest bracket in all of Section 5 this year being A2, and a main reason is that the East High Eagles have been dominant this year, coming into this game at 20-1. So, Coach Darryl Barley, undefeated in the Rochester City lower half of that league at 10-0. They come in winning 6 straight. Their last loss and only loss was to McQuaid, and it was way back on January 26th, the 68-65 loss. But they haven't necessarily been dominant in a lot of these wins. A lot of them have been comeback wins, and I don't know if they faced a team that plays the style of Wayne. So we're commenting a little bit about the 2-3 defense from Wayne, and we've seen them a few times this year.
Well, Wayne will do a great job defensively in baiting opposing teams into falling in love with the long ball. And that can be a dangerous combination for a team that hasn't faced a lot of zone, is, ending up settling for long three-point shots. And if those baskets aren't falling, it can be deadly. Because certainly on the other end of the floor, Wayne has got some players that can fill up the stat sheets, even against an athletic team like East. Blankenberg's got almost unlimited range. We've seen him pulling up from the hash mark, with confidence before. Big country Nick Carmichael is going to bang around inside. There's times where we've seen that he just can't miss from the free throw line in that area. And, of course, when you got a guard like Billy Thompson who's making the right plays and making good decisions in transition, Logan Helgato chipping in from the outside. It is a well-balanced Wayne Eagles offensive squad.
And you won't find a more experienced team in terms of sectional competition than this Wayne Eagle team, where the core has been together since they were sophomores. And Coach Thompson, he's Billy Thompson, the starting point guard's dad, if you didn't know. He gave him a little treat this year for this group of seniors. They went down to Orlando over the Christmas break and played 3 games down there in a tournament. They beat a team called Bishop Shinanaha by 10, and then they came back and beat a really good Palos Verdes team, 45-33, and then they suffered a loss to Seneca High School out of Kentucky, 65-39 on December 22nd. Then they came back and ran off 9 straight wins before really kind of limping to the finish line of the regular season. They lost at Honeyway Falls, Lima, 65-61 on February 9th. They come back and beat Minders Academy on the road by 12. And then a game heard around the Wayne Finger Lakes. The Newark Reds defeated Wayne in Newark 69-63. So people maybe were a little down on Wayne, but they opened up the sectional play in the quarterfinal round, beating Monroe 55-50, and that Monroe team's a really strong team. I mean, you could go 9 or 10 deep when choosing a champ out of A2 this year. So a lot of people thinking that they'd struggle with Monroe, but they punched their ticket here to the semis, and now they face, like we said, probably the best team in Section 5 in East High, but Wayne's out to prove that maybe they're the best team in Section 5.
Well, and they certainly have the resume to back it up with, the last couple of years. They are the defending champs.
So first tip was scheduled for shortly after 6:30. It is a real late arriving crowd. There's less people here right now than most regular season games. The Wayne trains to our left. Looks like the Wayne student section brought about 20, 30 kids. People still arrive, and I'm imagining a lot of you might be home listening to us tonight, choosing that option over taking the drive on the rough roads. I know we came from Seneca Falls, Tani, on Route 96, and it was slow going. We got here a little late, but we're set up and online. Right now we're getting ready with the opening PA announcements. The Wayne team to our left, standing arm in arm across the foul line. The East High Eagles to our right on the foul line with their arms interlocked. We're getting ready for the national anthem, and great accommodations, great job by Section 5, including Bob Miranda and Steve Veeder. They're the Section 5 guys on site tonight, and we're getting ready for the national anthem. So that means we're going to step aside for about 90 seconds, and when we come back, it'll be time for basketball. So keep it right here. It's the Section 5 Class A2 semifinals on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. On a team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody. We have starting lineups about ready to be announced here. We're just moments away from opening tip here. Jim Sinicropi and Tane Robinson for FingerLakes1.com here at Victor High School as Big Country Nick Carmichael, the first player announced. And next will be Jaden Burley, the 6'3" senior. Or actually, they're going East High now. They're going to alternate. East High still with their pullover warm-ups on. Billy Thompson being announced. Be a good chance for me to tell you that this special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquee Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquee Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, teardown, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, D.C., and New York, Marquee Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marqueeexhibits.com. That's MARQUIS exhibits.com, or call Joe Helgato today at 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today, and leave your mark. Again, that number, 585-370-6649. So, you know, size-wise, East High, a tremendously athletic team, but they don't really have a tremendous size advantage over this Wayne team. Logan Blankenberg's a pretty big stretch 3 guy. Carmichael's big inside. Jaden Burley has some size. Logan Halgado is their shooting guard, and he stands at 6'2". The only guy under 6 foot in the starting lineup for Wayne is the point guard Billy Thompson.
Well, and that length is one of the things that really plays to their advantage with that zone defense that they run, able to get those arms up in the pass-in lanes and make it challenging for open looks.
Referees for tonight's game will be Dan Dolbert, Joe Gray, and Ryan Chapman, as the Wayne Eagles head to their bench across the court to our left, and the Eagles now huddling at their foul line to our right.
Always a slight adjustment for teams adjusting to the 3-man officiating crews as opposed to 2-man. It does change the game a little bit.
The one thing I don't like about it is there tend to be more fouls.
Correct.
And I think at this level you like to see them let people play, but overall, the crew of led by Larry Swan last night in Bloomfield did a great job. I mean, we have great officials in Section 5. They're really passionate about what they do. A lot of former players that have converted to officiating. And here we go. Players are on the court. Behind the Wayne bench to the left side across the court from us is the most of the parents and Wayne fans. To the left of us is the Wayne students. And to the right side, not too many folks here from East High. There's a contingent directly behind their bench. And to our right, I guess there's some general interest fans. The gymnasium about half full right now as we're ready for the opening tip. Ball's in the air, and it is controlled by the Eagles into the hands of Dylan Scott. Passes to Marcus Conley and gets it back. Now he goes back to Conley, top of the key. Far side of the course to Corey Barley. Back in the hands of Scott, and they're just throwing around the perimeter of this Wayne zone, and a three-pointer by Dylan Scott way off the mark and out of bounds. It was an air ball. It'll go to Wayne. And East High going to bring some full court pressure. Man-to-man. See Corey Barley guarding Logan Blankenberg as he plays catch with Billy Thompson. Thompson across the timeline now into the hands of Blankenberg right in front of the East High bench. He drives to the middle, kicks it to the corner to Burley. Burley pump fake, baseline drive, and he hits a 10-foot baseline runner.
Real nice jump shot, fake by Burley, and a good finish.
Burley, often the forgotten guy in this Wayne lineup, but tremendous talent. He's on the low side of the zone as they get it to the foul line now to Chaz Washington, and then to the corner to Zachariah Harris-Scott as they still work around the outside of that Wayne defense, and some contact on the drive by Dylan Scott. His shot goes off the side of the backboard, controlled by Wayne. Here comes Billy Thompson, and he slows it up. Into the hands of Blankenberg. He holds the ball, guarded man-to-man by Corey Barley, and Barley fouled him. So first foul of the game. This Eagles starting lineup has 3 juniors, 2 seniors, and now Billy Thompson getting ready to inbound. Not much space provided there by Maurice Conley. They get it to the corner to Blankenberg, onto the block to Nick Carmichael. Carmichael pumps, leaves it for a cutting Thompson. It's off his hands and onto the ground where Jalen Burley couldn't control it. Here comes East High. And straight to the basket, 90 feet with it, is Zachariah Harris-Scott. Lays it in with the left hand, and we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, Scott with a very athletic finish in transition.
Wayne not having much trouble with the pressure from East High as they break the press again. Now it's Big Country Nick Carmichael with a wing 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Barley. Here comes East again quickly the other way. It's Coney, kicking it to the right foul line, extended to Scott. Now foul line jumper on the way from Chaz Washington. That's no good, and Carmichael pulls down the rebound. And Billy Thompson now dribbles right in front of our vantage point at midcourt and gets it to Carmichael at the right elbow. Leaves it for Blankenberg. Went up for a shot, had it knocked away, and they're going to call a travel, but the ball was knocked loose. Don't see how that's a travel. And it was... and
that particular official didn't have a great view of what occurred.
Ryan Chapman was right in front of it. He didn't make the call, but Joe Gray whistled him from across the court. So here comes Maurice Coney again. Corey Barley now holds it. at the top of the zone, it's Billy Thompson and Logan Helgado. As East High trying to find a seam in that zone. They have the ball in the corner right now. Double team, throw it way out top to Coney. And now driving baseline is Coney and missing, and the ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with East High. Carmichael doesn't like that call.
Boy, but I tell you what, the officials are allowing for a decent amount of contact as Carmichael was pretty physical with the shooter on the last possession.
So inbounding on their own basket into the corner to Barley. Now it is swung reverse to Scott, who drives, pump fakes, tries a jump shot, and hits with the left hand from about 8 feet. And that's the first lead of the ball game for the Eagles. It's 4-2 with 4:59 to go first period. Up ahead to Helgado, bounces it back to Blankenberg. Now Blankenberg makes like a point guard before giving it up to Billy Thompson. And Thompson sets up against the man-to-man defense from Wayne. Again, they're working that elbow area. This time it's Blankenberg with the basketball, getting Thompson on the flash out. Posting up is Carmichael on the right block. He takes a couple dribbles, kicks it out to Blankenberg. 3-ball on the way, no good.
Boy, that's a real nice in-and-out play by the Wayne Eagles. Just not able to get it down was Blankenberg.
Harris Scott over to Dylan Scott. Now it's Chaz Washington with a 3-ball from the near side wing. That's no good. Billy Thompson comes down with a rebound. Thompson wants to slow it down, and I think that's going to be a theme for Wayne tonight, is try to slow this game down, keep it in the 40s or 50s. Now Thompson tries straight to the basket, misses at the hole. Burley battles for the rebound, doesn't control it. Here comes the East Eagles again, pushing it way up, and 3-ball on the way from Harris Scott. No good. Washington goes up for the rebound. He knocked over Helgado, and they got a foul.
Yep, they're going to give it Washington over the back, it looks like.
So just the first foul on Washington, second team foul on the East High Eagles. And again, it'll be Blankenberg inbounding against full court pressure. Although once they get the ball in, the pressure has not been too, now they back off once the pass comes into Thompson, and Blankenberg and Thompson spread out and play catch. It's back to Thompson. One dribble and into the hands of Logan Helgado about 35 feet from the basket. He finds Carmichael, who turns and shoots from the just beyond the free throw line. No good. Burley saves it into the hands of Carmichael. And now it's Burley in the corner, thought about a three. Picks it up and throws it up to Blankenberg. Guarded closely by Chaz Washington. Big size advantage for Blankenberg right now. He pulls up from the top of the key for three. In and out. Rebounded by Carmichael. Puts it back up and in with the left hand.
Great use of positioning by big country Nick Carmichael. Able to secure that rebound and go back up with the left hand.
4-4, 3:18 to go here first period from Victor High School. Coney top of the key, left side to Barley. Barley down to the block. It goes to Harris Scott, and now they got a trap in the corner, and it's stolen by Helgado as they tried to pass out of that trap. And Wayne not looking to run. They pull it up. Now it's Blankenberg right across the midcourt, the white V inside the yellow circle. And it's into the hands of Carmichael now, right foul line extended. He sets a pick for Blankenberg as he gives him the ball back. Now it's Helgado with it. So three Wayne Eagles on the right side, and it's Thompson in the corner. Tried to dump it into Carmichael, but it's slapped away by Harris Scott. And now quickly the other way, it's Calry Barley landed in with the left hand, and he's fouled by Logan Blankenberg.
And real nice body control by Barley there. He took the foul and really elevated, was up high, and a nice finish with the left hand.
First foul on Logan Blankenberg, first foul on the Eagles, the Wayne Eagles. Gonna have to be careful of that tonight.
Yes.
And Barley heads to the free throw line to try to give his East High Eagles a 3-point lead. And he does it, back iron no good, and Logan Blankenberg comes down with the rebound and kicks it up to Logan Helgado. Jaden Burley now flashes out to the top of the key, and they reverse it to him, and then to Thompson inside to Carmichael, pump fake, and then lost it on the way up. Might have been slapped away.
Yeah, it looked like Calry Barley might have gotten a piece of it.
So the Eagles strike quickly the other way. It's Dylan Scott with a three-pointer. He has 5 of the East High 9 points, and they lead by 5 with 2 minutes to go here first quarter.
Dylan Scott was a deep three, a couple steps behind the line there.
Blankenberg, couple dribbles into the hands of Billy Thompson. Back out top to Blankenberg. He's got a size advantage over Washington. The pass slapped away by Harris Scott and out of bounds right into the Eagles, the East High Eagles bench. So inbounding in front of the East High bench is Logan Blankenberg now. Not much room over there.
No, very tight sideline.
Throws it back court to Billy Thompson. So they only have 10 seconds to shoot here on the shot clock. 1:46 on the game clock. And Thompson drives, leads for Burley. Burley hesitates and can't finish over East High. If he went right up, he might have had it, but he hesitated, allowed the defense to recover. Here comes East High back the other way. Damani Barley into the ball game. Just a freshman. And it was Kaori Barley, the junior, thinking about a three. Gets it back now, steps back at top of the key for a three, misses, and Logan Blankenberg rips down the rebound. So with 1:11 to go, it's 9-4 East High lead. Wayne struggling to score against this man-to-man East High Eagle defense. Logan Helgado now dumps it on the block to Carmichael. He spins, goes up strong, and finishes on the right-hand side.
Great finish by Carmichael. Nice drop step to the outside.
9-6 the score. As Damani Barley brings it up. He tries a really deep three from the top of the key. Back iron, no good, but skying in for the rebound is Harris Scott.
Burley with a nice block there.
And now back out to Chaz Washington, and a three on the way from the wing from Dylan Scott. Some contact, no call. Rebounded by Logan Blankenberg. Blankenberg has 4 or 5 rebounds already in this game, and with 27 seconds left in the quarter, the Eagles can hold for one. It's 9-6. Just about a half a second differential between the shot and game clock. And our cameraman Jeremy Hunt going to have trouble seeing over those East High fans and their signs. So the shot clock down to 10. Thompson controls near midcourt. 6 seconds left. He leaves it for Blankenberg. Blankenberg turns. Helgado now corner three's way too strong. Rebounded by East High. Here comes an 85-foot shot way off the mark. And after one period of play here on a snowy night at Victor High School, your score, East High 9, Wayne 6. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors with second quarter action here at the Section 5 Class A2 semifinal. Winner goes to the big house, loser goes home. Stay with us.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Second quarter just underway. Wayne inbounding the basketball right in front of our broadcast booth. Still moving from the left, our left to right. It's Carmichael passing to Burley. Same 5 in for Wayne. Blankenberg now drives left side, hangs at the foul line, can't finish, gets his own rebound in traffic. Now he's trapped along the baseline, takes one dribble and finds Thompson out to Carmichael. Now it's Burley top of the key. And Burley now drives right side, leaves for Logan Helgado. Helgado has gotten one shot off in this game. It was an air ball from the baseline. And now here comes Blankenberg one-on-one against Washington. They call an offensive foul. It was Maurice Coney stepping in. And that'll be 2 fouls on Logan Blankenberg.
And Coney stepped over, had pretty good position to cut off that driving lane.
And, Blankenberg kind of telegraphed that he was going to take Washington, the smaller Washington. That might have been what Coach Thompson was talking about in the huddle. But East High takes over, up 3 with 7:18 to go, second period. It's Dylan Scott now swinging it way across to Maurice Coney. Now top of the key, the freshman in and out and back in. That would be Damani Barley.
And Damani Barley probably 3 steps behind the three-point line. That was a real deep shot, and the second one he attempted from way back there.
12-6 East High leads, and the East High contingent, though small, very vocal right now. as Thompson controls top of the key, picks up his dribble, finds Burley, left side foul line extended, way across the top to Helgado, inside to Carmichael. Carmichael spins against a double team, and he's fouled by Zachariah Harris-Scott, who was coming over to help. He was actually triple teamed when he went up for the shot.
Well, and it was actually a pretty good decision by Carmichael as he tried to look to pass the ball back out, and that passing lane got well cut off. It's a good spin move and able to draw the foul.
Looks like they gave the foul to Maurice Coney, actually. And now Carmichael to the free throw line, knocks down the first of two. Carmichael now with 5 of the Eagles' 7 points. Gets ready to shoot a second. And this one high off the back iron and drops right back down through. Lead now down to 4, and more zone defense. It's Thompson and Helgado at the top, Carmichael in the middle, Blankenberg on the far side wing, and Burley on the near side wing. East High now works it around the perimeter of that 2-3 zone, way up top to the freshman. And now into the foul line to Chaz Washington, who rises, fires, and buries a free throw line jumper.
Boy, that's a nice shot by Washington. If he's able to hit from that spot, he really starts to open things up against the zone.
14-8 your score now. Jim Sinicropi Tane Robinson courtside at Victor High School. And it's into the foul line to Carmichael, who tried to spin and reverse and pull up for a jump shot that was blocked. And East High takes over again, and right to the basket, through the lane, right at Nick Carmichael. It's Coney, but Carmichael, a lot of contact, no call. The ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with East High.
Yeah, Zach Scott was able to keep that ball alive and knock it off of Logan Blankenberg to keep it alive for East High.
Ball inbounded. They had a shooter open in the corner, but instead they go way out top to the top of the key to Harris-Scott. And now it would be the freshman Damani Bartley controlling. Chaz Washington tries a 3 in front of the Wayne bench and knocks it down. And Coach Thompson wants a 30-second timeout. 5 points for Chaz Washington this quarter.
And that was a real smooth-looking shooting stroke by Washington there. Caught the ball, went up and shot it in nice, smooth motion. Able to hit from deep after just scoring inside.
17-8 your score now. Biggest lead of the game for East High after that three-pointer. Marshall's Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. And Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Want to thank all our great sponsors you'll be hearing about tonight. They help make it us able to go and do the 28 regular season games that we've done so far on Finger Lakes 1, and they've also allowed us to do, let's see, what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 postseason games so far. This is our 7th postseason game, and it's just the semifinals. So, Eagles back on the court, same 5, no subs yet for Wayne. And the East High fans are pretty happy. As to our left, we got Robert Davis, standout point guard for Wilson. He's still alive? Wilson, I can't remember in the A2 bracket.
I'm not sure either.
Oh yeah, Wilson will play the next game, obviously, against Sutherland here at 8:15. Yeah, so they're sitting right to our left. As Logan Blankenberg now guarded by Washington, and now they reverse it to Logan Helgado. He's guarded by the freshman Barley. Back to Blankenberg against the shorter Washington. Now corner to Burley, 13 to shoot. Back to Blankenberg, inside to Carmichael. Now to the corner to Thompson. Whips it to Carmichael, who knocks down a 17-footer from just beyond the foul line.
Solid ball movement on that possession by the Wayne Eagles as they're able to work the ball inside, outside, and then back in again.
Big country Nick Carmichael with 8 shots, and Chaz Washington is heating up here at Victor High School. He hits an elbow jumper, 19-10. East High leads by 9. And now Thompson drives, gets to the corner. Logan Helgado, we got a foul A blocking foul on that drive by Thompson. It's going to be Chaz Washington, so that's a second foul on Chaz Washington. He leads the Eagles in scoring right now with 7 points all in this second period. It was 9-6 after the first quarter break, and then Washington came out hot, extended that lead to 9, and that's where it stands now, 19-10. Helgado underneath his own basket. Way up top to Logan Blankenberg. Now Blankenberg works against Chaz Washington near the top of the key. Goes to his left, finds Helgado in the corner. Logan Helgado lets a 3-ball go. It's short, and the ball, after bouncing around a little bit, is collected by Maurice Coney. And now Damani Barley gets to work against the 2-3 zone. Now he tries a really deep three, and that's no good. That was about 40 feet, Tiny.
Yeah, I mean, clearly that seems to be within his range, as that's where all of his three-pointers have come from.
And Wayne's not guarding him out there. As Thompson now drives left side, goes straight to the hoop, but it's blocked away by Harris Scott into the hands of Chaz Washington. Here comes East. The freshman Barley pulls up from the baseline and misses, and Carmichael grabs it. And this time it's Wayne looking to run. Up ahead to Helgado. Helgado, Euro step. Too hard, though, off the rim, and it's out of bounds. Thompson went up for the rebound. And Helgado with a great Euro step to get to the rim, and then he's just way too hard.
Just not able to finish in transition. And Wayne doing a pretty solid job defensively. Struggling offensively is really the only offensive option so far has been Nick Carmichael.
And Carmichael with 8 points here, 3:35 to go, second period, 19-10, and the gym is filling up now, Tony. Starting to get to capacity as we got a spinning left-handed shot off the mark from Dylan Scott, rebounded by Blankenberg. They look to push up to Helgado now, back to Blankenberg, and he slows it up. Now Blankenberg now guarded man-to-man by Kaori Barley. He's the junior of the two Barley brothers. The junior class, not the younger. The younger one's a freshman. And now Blankenberg working off a pick from Burley, top of the key, drives, continues to drive left side, kicks out to Helgado, who had an open three, but instead he kicks it to Thompson, who gets it inside to Carmichael. Corner to Burley, 5 seconds to shoot. Burley
and they're going to get him
pushed off with the left hand. And Helgado gave up an open three there with about 10 seconds on the shot clock. Probably should have took that one.
And Burley had good position. He's lobbying for the official about it, but he did extend that forearm out, and they're going to call you for that.
2:51 to go, 19-10. And Damani Barley gets to work against the 2-3 zone from Wayne. Maurice Coney now takes a couple steps and then shuffles it inside with a nifty pass to Howard Eagle, the 6'4" senior who checked into the game. And Eagle gives East their biggest lead of the game, 21-10, 2:27 to go. And now Blankenberg behind the back. Dumps it down to Helgado, who threw it great pass to Burley, but Burley couldn't handle it. I mean, that was a really nice play, but Burley dropped it, and now East High gets back to work with 2:11 to go in the first half. Again, 2-3 zone for Wayne. Kaori Barley back to Damani Barley. Now it's Maurice Coney back to Damani. Another deep three from Damani Barley. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Carmichael, and he's comfortable to shoot that, but he's 0 for 4 from about.
He hit one. He hit one. 1 for.
Was that from? Oh yeah, that's
yep.
right. It rattled it.
1 for 4.
So okay, that's not bad. 25% from 40 feet. Here comes Logan Helgado to Logan Blankenberg in the corner. He's waving off his teammates. He drives baseline, hangs in the air, and finishes. Could have been a foul.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that the Wayne Eagle team's going to need to do is get Blankenberg involved in scoring.
That was his first points of the game, coming with 1:25 to go in the first half. Cuts the lead back down to single digits. Now East High works it around to the foul line. It's Harris Scott with a foul line jumper, rattles in and out. Halfway down before it popped out into the hands of Logan Blankenberg. The Wayne Eagles still haven't made a substitution. And Billy Thompson sets up with 1 minute to go in the half, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Jaden Burley, top of the key, swings it to Billy Thompson, finds a cutting Carmichael, a little up and under, blocked away by Damani Barley. And here comes the East High Eagles the other way. It's Barley right in front of Coach Thompson. on the far side of the court from our vantage point at midcourt. And now out top to Damani Barley. Swings it to Kaori Barley, tries a three, that's way too hard. Little air ball caught the bottom of the backboard on the other side, and Logan Blankenberg pulls it down with 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Shot clock's off. They trail 21-12. Two-time defending Section 5 Class A2 champs. Trailing here in the first half from Victor High School. They're going to hold for one. Game clock's down to 10. Thompson now still a long way away from the basket. Working off a pick from Blankenberg. Gets it back. Blankenberg, one dribble. Tries a 35-footer of his own. No good. Carmichael tries to tap it up as the buzzer expires. And at halftime, it'll be 21-12. And Tani, 12 points for the Wayne Eagles in the first half. They're really struggling to score the basketball.
They are, but credit to this East High defense. They're very athletic in the man-to-man, and while Wayne's been able to get by them at times, they're athletic enough that they're able to recover and really alter and block shots.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, it's going to be the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. Once again, your score at halftime of the first half of the Class A2 doubleheader semifinals at Victor High School. East High 21, the Wayne Eagles 12. Keep it right here on FingerLakes1.com.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a wonderful run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody, inside Victor High School. It's nice and warm in here. A little winter storm wreaking havoc on the Section 5 tournament. First, we had postponements on Monday due to the high winds. And then today, the heavy snow, well, I wouldn't call it heavy snow, but there's 6-7 inches out there causing some cancellations, but not wiping the slate clean. For instance, the Newark game in Bloomfield against Hornell was postponed until tomorrow night. And then the other half of that doubleheader, Geneva versus Odyssey, was not postponed. So that game is going to tip at 7:30 now instead of 8:15. And the Minders versus Wayland Cohocton game in Class B2 was postponed to tomorrow night. So we're hearing that they might try to do a Newark Hornell Minders Waco doubleheader, a B1 B2 doubleheader in Penn tomorrow night. Nothing official up there. I do have some scores from out of town on the girls' side. In the first half of the Class C3 semifinals, that's South Seneca's bracket. They play Wheatland later tonight. It's Keshequa up 28-21 over Oakfield, Alabama at halftime. And then in the AA girls semifinals against Chili, it's Bishop Kearney up 27-13 at halftime over Addison. And I'm Jim Sinicropi here alongside Tane Robinson. And Tane, it's 21-12 right now. East High over Wayne. And Wayne's really struggling to score. Nick Carmichael with 8 points, Jaden Burley with 2, and Logan Blankenberg with 2, and that's it. And they're going to need to score more than 12 in the second half if they want to advance to the third straight sectional final.
And there really weren't that many shots attempted by the rest of the Wayne Eagles. They look a little hesitant as a couple of their shots inside have been blocked, and we've seen a little bit of hesitation from everybody other than Carmichael with going up and looking to shoot. Logan Blankenberg got going with one good drive to the basket and was able to go up and finish, and he's had a mismatch size-wise. I think if Wayne's going to be able to turn things around offensively, it's going to start with Blankenberg needing to get going by going to the basket and hopefully then opening up a little bit of space for him to be able to shoot from the outside also.
Now for the East High Eagles, there's been a lot of scores. I mean, they do only have 21 points, so it's not like they're having their way offensively. It's more the defensive East High that's built this 9-point lead. For East High, it's Chaz Washington leading the way with 7 points all in the second quarter. That's when East High really opened up this lead from a 2-possession game to make it a 4 or 5 possession game. And then it's Dylan Scott with 5 points all in the first quarter. Damani Barley, the freshman, going 1 for 5 from really long range. He's not afraid to shoot it from well behind the mark. He has 3 points. And Kaori Barley, Zacharias Harris-Scott, and Howard Eagle with 2 points apiece. It was 9-6 after the first quarter. Then East High extended the lead in the second, winning that quarter 12-6. And Tani, we cover the Wayne Finger Lakes leagues, but this East High school, there's a little interesting tidbit that you were sharing with me. I asked most people assume they're a purely public school, which they are, but
they are a public school. But one of the things that's been kind of neat that's happened at East High, over the last few years, is it's been a partnership with the University of Rochester's Warner School of Education, and so they've really been implementing some unique programs and creating some really cool opportunities for their students there. I was just talking earlier with their superintendent, Dr. Sean Nelm, who's here in attendance watching this game, and there's certainly been some real positive changes to the way that school's run, and it's been really, really neat to see, and certainly a great crowd here from East High tonight cheering on their team. And Superintendent Nelm said to me, he said, well, I hope the Wayne team maybe shifts to some man-to-man so we can open it up and run. And,
right.
Basically, sort of intimating that really what East wants to do is get out and transition, and they've really not been able to do too much of that in this first half.
And, Wayne's had some shots, some open shots that they missed from long range that could have made the difference. I mean, really, the game plan has gone according to what Coach Thompson had hoped for Wayne, except for the inability to put the ball in the bucket. Right now we got about 40 seconds. You'll notice if you're watching on our video replay that the vantage point of our camera has changed. The East Side fans were just a little too much for our cameraman Jeremy Hunt, so he relocated. And give me a chance, too, to share with you some more of our sponsors like Brad Van Dusen Photography, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of area student athletes. Book your appointment online at bradvandusenphotography.com. And the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. And if you're Coach Thompson, Tani, you're probably looking at these kids in the locker room saying, look, we've come a long way. We've been through a lot together. Let's take what's ours. Let's come out and shoot with a little more confidence in the second half.
Yeah, we've been here before. Play like you're the defending champs. Play with some confidence.
So we are underway in the second half as the same five that logged every single minute of the first half for Wayne is back out, and they open up the second half with a three-point attempt for Wayne. The shot missed, rebounded by Zacharias Harris-Scott, and he's fouled on the putback. Let's see who they got. Remember, Logan Blankenberg with 2 fouls in the first half. And it looks like it's going to be Jaden Burley. That's Burley's second foul. And now Zacharias Harris-Scott to shoot. Digs a couple of dribbles now. East moving from our left to right. And he misses. Another shot coming. And again, this is the first half of a doubleheader. We won't be broadcasting the second game between Wilson and Sutherland, but fans starting to arrive for that second game now as well. And it's really filling up here in Victor, with the snow continuing to fall outside the gymnasium as Zachariah Harris-Scott knocks down the second free throw, and it is now back to 10, 22-12. So here comes Billy Thompson working against man-to-man defense from Maurice Coney. Gets it over in front of his bench to Logan Blankenberg, dribbling with the left hand into the lane, kicks it to Burley in the corner. 3-ball on the way. That's way too hard. It's an air ball, but pulled down and back up and in by Big Country Nick Carmichael, who has 10 points, lead down to 8. Quickly the other way comes East High. And it's Kerry Barley now playing catch with Coney, who controls top of the key. Gets it to the foul line to Chaz Washington. Back outside to Coney. And now inside to Washington. He drives and kicks to Kerry Barley. Now it's out to Coney, and Coney throws it away, looking for Chaz Washington in the corner. Back to Wayne. So pretty good start to the second half.
Yeah, nice defensive possession by the Wayne Eagles. And for this East High team, we've seen them not turn the ball over all that often. That's one of their first turnovers that they've had.
And now here comes Billy Thompson. Right hand dribble across the timeline. Gets it to Logan Helgado, who gets it down to the block to Carmichael. Carmichael, a little spin and post move, and he's fouled. And I don't think there's anybody in all the Wayne Finger Lakes that has the arsenal of post moves as Big Country. Nick Carmichael.
He does a nice job of spinning left, spinning right. He'll go up and under. He's got a nice soft touch from the free throw line. He does have a complete, post game for sure.
First foul of the game on Dylan Scott as Carmichael misses the first free throw. He's now 2 of 3 on the Knight as he wipes down the bottom of his sneakers and takes a couple more dribbles. Eyes the rim and knocks it down. 11 points for Carmichael. The lead down to 7, 6:39 to go. And I don't see much panic in the eyes of these Wayne Eagles here with 6:34 to go in the third period. As they come out again in that 2-3 zone. It's down to the block now to Scott. Back out top to Coney. Coney into the lane, spins, and they call an offensive foul. The basket went in.
Nope.
No, that was just an inadvertent. Actually, it's not an offensive foul. The referee
sort of emphatically
Joe Gray, yeah,
emphatically punching out that
pointed
the basket
the other
was
way.
good.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 3-point play attempt now for Coney. That was his first points of the
And they
game.
get the foul on Carmichael, I think.
Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Carmichael. And yeah, that was odd. He looked like he called an offensive foul, but instead it's 24-15 as Wayne gets back to work, trailing by 9. 6 minutes to go, second period. Blankenberg now drives left side, kicks it to Billy Thompson, who tries a corner three, and that's off the mark. And Logan Helgado knocked down as he goes for the rebound, saved by East High. Chaz Washington, far side of the court with the left hand. Eagles look to push, but Wayne back on defense. Harris Scott now plays catch with Washington, now up top to Maurice Coney. And the Eagles kind of perplexed with this defense, not really able to get anything going offensively themselves here with 5:40 to go. Working it again around the outside. It's Barley playing catch with Coney, and now swinging it to Chaz Washington, who drives baseline by Burley, now into the opposite corner for three off the backboard, no good. Rebound though, hauled down and put back up and in by Harris Scott. He has 5, lead back to 11, 5:20 to go. Third period. Here comes Blankenberg, and he loses the dribble. He, though, dives on the ground and saves it to Thompson, now into the corner to Jalen Burley, now blocked to Carmichael. Carmichael up strong against Scott, gets his own rebound off the miss, and he's fouled.
Nick Carmichael single-handedly keeping this Wayne Eagles team in the ball game.
And that fouls on Corey Barley. That will be his second. Carmichael back to the free throw line.
Carmichael at the line, he'll shoot 2.
Connie's Diner has the ambiance you'll only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com. As Carmichael knocks down the first free throw, he's now 4 of 5 from the line. And Jimmer's Auto on Fall Street in Seneca Falls, offering a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And Nick Carmichael, automatic from the free throw line, 5 of 6 on the night, and it's 26-17. East High lead. And they're putting Chaz Washington at the foul line, but they get a 3-point from the far side wing from Dylan Scott. And Scott has 8 now, and the lead grows up to 12, which matches the biggest lead of the game for East. And now Thompson into the lane. Out to Helgado. Wasn't a clean pass, so East High able to recover. And now Blankenberg has it. This time he's guarded by Corey Barley, and Barley fouls Blankenberg on the drive. That'll be 3 fouls on Corey Barley.
And certainly East High is doing a real nice job of coming out and pressuring Logan Blankenberg, not giving him a lot of breathing room.
And so one Barley checks out with 3 fouls. Another one, the freshman Damani Barley, checks in. 4:29 to go, third period. Billy Thompson inbounding in front of his own bench. Once again, no subs so far in this game for the Eagles as Nick Carmichael buries a 3 from the corner, and it's all Nick Carmichael here in the Class A2 semifinal. He has 16 of Wayne's 20 points. Now East High probing the exterior of that zone, and it was shuffling his feet was Dylan Scott. Back now to Wayne, and they trail by 9, 4:09 to go, third period, and the Wayne train to our left starting to come alive. So far they've been outdone by the East High fans, and Carmichael was posted up on the block one-on-one, and he, unlucky, misses with the left hand, but swooping in to grab the offensive rebound is Logan Blankenberg. And now into the corner, Helgado, 3-ball on the way, no good. off the back iron, and the Eagles just, other than Carmichael with that last three, having trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Holgado or Blankenberg or Thompson, somebody's got to start hitting from the outside if Wayne's going to be able to close this gap.
And Maurice Coney now plays catch with Damani Barley. Foul line to Zahariah Scott, and out to Chaz Washington for three. No good. Great rebound by Logan Blankenberg, and he walks it up.
Yeah, Blankenberg's got to have double digits in rebounds already.
And here comes Billy Thompson getting it to the right elbow to Carmichael. He spins, goes up, and a blocking foul on Zahariah Harris Scott. And now more free throws coming from Nick Carmichael. And boy, Carmichael's dominance has opened up some open three-point looks for his teammates, but they haven't been able to knock them down. If they start to make a few, the momentum can really shift.
Well, and they've been rushing a little bit. And East High is going to take a timeout to talk a little bit, I think, about what's happening inside with Carmichael. But yeah, I feel like that Wayne's been rushing those three-pointers a little bit because space is being created by that inside-outside game, and it's almost like they're real quick to try and get them off for concern of getting them blocked. They're just rushing a little bit, and Logan Holgado's got a nice stroke from the outside. Billy Thompson can knock down threes as well, and if they think this Wayne team's just able to kind of settle in a little bit and knock down some of those three balls, they'll get right back in this game.
I think that as far as Blankenberg goes, they're really making a point not to leave him open. He's been able to get some deep threes. Holgado's found himself open. Jaden Burley's found himself open. And Thompson generally not a first option from long range, more of a distributor. But somebody has to make some three balls if Wayne's going to win this ball game. Right now they trail 29-20 with 3:08 to go, and we got two free throws ahead for Nick Carmichael as he spins, looks and fires, and gets it to go down. 4 straight free throws for Nick Carmichael.
And of course, Nick Carmichael was able to hit the three-pointer on the last possession, doing a little bit of everything tonight.
17 points, tries to make it 18, and he does make it 5 straight free throws for Carmichael, and then a lead down to 7. That's as close as they've been since the first half. 3:03 to go. Let's see if they can get a stop. Damani Barley to Coney. Coney dribbling with the right hand at the top of that 2-3 zone. Gets it back to Damani Barley. And now it's inside out to Chaz Washington at the free throw line. Gets it out to Maurice Coney, who then drives and kicks it out to Dylan Scott. And they're struggling finding anything right now against this zone. They keep driving and distributing, and now a three ball on the way, missed, and the put back by Maurice Coney, no good, and Burley hauls it down. So here you go, Wayne with a chance to get this lead back down to 5 with 2:28 to go here, third period, excuse me. They shuffle it to Carmichael, top of the arc, and they got a foul.
Looks like away from the ball
on Maurice Coney.
Coney mixed up with Blankenberg a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Blankenberg ended up on the ground.
Now Blankenberg picks high off the inbounds pass underneath his own basket. Blankenberg throws it way to the backcourt to Billy Thompson, who collects it. Takes his time. Down 7, 2:13 to go, third period. Thompson now into the lane, rises and fire from the free throw line. That's off, short right. Rebound to East High. Maurice Coney now, in front of his own bench now, dribbles it more towards the middle and kicks it to Damani Barley. Now it's Chaz Washington. Around the outside of this zone, that ball goes and into the free throw line, tapped off the hands of Zahariah Harris Scott and into the hands of Dylan Scott, who finishes. A pretty fortunate bounce there for East High. He's fouled.
Unfortunate for the Wayne Eagles, but fortunate for Dylan Scott, who did a nice job of quickly putting that ball back up and in with his left hand.
And Jaden Burley fouled him, so he'll head to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. That's 3 fouls on Jaden Burley. And Dylan Scott knocks down the free throw. And so just like that, back to 10. Eagles had a chance to cut it to 4 or 5, and now it's back to 10. Still no panic in the Wayne Eagles' eyes as Thompson works off a pick from Burley. Now up top to Logan Blankenberg. Blankenberg off a pick from Jaden Burley himself. They switch it. It's Dylan Scott now guarding Blankenberg. Blankenberg drives, finds Burley on the block. Burley hesitates and misses. out of bounds. It'll stay with East High, and Burley just needs to go up with that.
Yeah, and Blankenberg's imploring him to do that. Logan did a great job of putting the ball right in Burley's hands near the rim, and he hesitated.
So now Blankenberg controls, dumps it to Carmichael just outside the block. He spins and he's fouled. They can't handle Big Country on the block. More free throws coming for the big fella wearing number 0 for the Eagles.
And we're going to get our first substitution in quite a while, maybe of the game for Wayne Eagles. It looks like Brandon Nowak about to check in for Wayne.
That will be the first substitution as Carmichael misses only for the second time tonight. He's now 7 of 9 from the free throw line, and Nowak does check in as Jaden Burley takes a seat. First substitution of the night for Wayne. Comes with 1:20 to go, third period. Carmichael knocks home the second free throw. He has 6 points from the free throw line this quarter alone. He has 11 points in the quarter and 19 on the game. 32-23, 1 minute to go, third period. As they keep working everything through Washington at the free throw line against this 2-3 zone. Shot clock down to 13. Skip it over to Dylan Scott. And now a little high-low, or baseline to Chaz Washington. Thought he got fouled, but he banks it in. Chaz Washington playing with 3 fouls. The lead back to 11 now, 43 seconds to go. Billy Thompson controls, guarded by Chaz Washington. And he little bounce pass to a backdoor cutting Blankenberg, but East High recovers, and now it's Logan Blankenberg throwing it backcourt. Or it was Logan Helgado throwing it to Blankenberg backcourt. And now we have another sub as Logan Helgado takes a seat. It is Lewis Redding checking in, the exchange student at 5'10". And now he takes his position at the top of the 2-3 zone with Billy Thompson. So that top line, Redding and Thompson, the back line, Blankenberg, Carmichael, and Nowak. And now East High content to hold for one shot with an 11-point lead, 14 seconds left, shot clock off, third period. Maurice Coney holds near half court as the game clock now down to 6. He picks up his dribble, gets it to Damani Barley, who shoots an air ball into the hands of Brandon Nowak now. Billy Thompson's full court heave. He makes it, but it's after the buzzer.
Yeah, that's no good, but a three-quarter court shot by Thompson.
Oh, man. He knocked it down. Their fans are booing, but it was clearly after the buzzer. And after 3 periods of play, this great run for this group of Wayne Eagles seniors in jeopardy. They trail by 11 with just 8 minutes left to go here in Victor.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new MyGen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And fourth quarter just underway. Billy Thompson's controls for Wayne, moving from our right to left, and it's into the hands of Logan Helgado. Just 2 points, for Blankenberg, who drives to the basket, and he's hit hard and helped up by Zachariah Harris-Scott. So I'm going to give him a shooting foul on that. Yep, looks like he's going to shoot free throws. So that's the third foul on Maurice Coney. He joins Corey Barley with 3 fouls, and Chaz Washington with 3. Jaden Burley with 3 for Wayne. And so Blankenberg, All Greater Rochester player last year, probably will be the same this year. misses his first free throw. And time may be running out on this Wayne Eagle mini dynasty in Class A2. Blankenberg gets the second free throw to go, so now he has 3 points, 7:46 to go. It's a 10-point East High lead. Starters back in for Wayne. Top of the zone, it's Thompson and Helgado. They get it on the baseline. Burley and Carmichael collapse. And now way back out top to Coney. Now Chaz Washington, a little touch pass to Harris Scott. Now back outside. It keeps going inside and outside for East. And a jumper from Dylan Scott, no good. Pulled in again by who else? Logan Blankenberg. Dribbles across the midcourt stripe. And now he kicks it to Billy Thompson. Back to Logan. Deep three from Blankenberg. Off the mark, but he follows up his own miss and gets the rebound into the hands of Burley. Now it'll be Billy Thompson resetting, and fresh shot clock, 7 minutes to go in the game. Wayne Eagles down 10 to the East High Eagles. And what do we got? A whistle? Wow, a fourth foul on Maurice Coney. Again, battling against Logan Helgado, and I think Helgado's really getting in the head of some of these East Side defenders away from the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Blankenberg's going to go to the line there.
Well, it's the 8th team foul on East High, just 3 for Wayne this half, so it'll be free throws from here on out for Wayne, which plays to their advantage down 10. But he misses the front end. Great rebound, though, by Carmichael. Went to save it, and it will stay with Wayne as the ball goes out of bounds towards the end of the Wayne bench. So
real athletic play by Carmichael, able to dive out of bounds and save the ball.
Blankenberg throws it way across court to Burley. Burley with a nice catch, one-handed. Almost went out of bounds, dumps it to Carmichael. Carmichael triple teamed and turns it over. Here comes East. Chaz Washington, baseline drive from the far side, finishes. Explosive move by Chaz Washington. He has 11 to match Dylan Scott for the leading scorers for the East High Eagles tonight. And the lead balloons back up to 12, 6:25 to go in the ball game. Eagles need to get some offense going quickly. Blankenberg, high-low to Carmichael. Carmichael spins, and he's fouled again. So another thing that concerns me, Tony, as Carmichael heads back to the line is Carmichael conditioning generally, an issue for him, and he's just been carrying the load all night. Can he, continue to do that?
Well, he's been shooting well from the free throw line. It'll be interesting to see whether or not his legs can hold up here throughout this fourth quarter, as he's been doing heavy work inside for the Wayne Eagles.
He makes the first. 20 points for Nick Carmichael. 9 of 11 from the free throw line. So let's see if he can make it 10 of 12 here. Eyes the rim. Let's go. Swish. 10-point lead, and the Eagles still going to sit back in that 2-3 zone. They don't want to speed this game up, even trailing by 10 here with 6 minutes left to go. Around the outside of the zone, the ball goes. Now into the free throw line to Chaz Washington. He misses, and Jalen Burley had the rebound and just couldn't collect it. He had great position, had the ball, and then dropped it off his knee and out of bounds.
Yeah, he wasn't able to grab it cleanly the first time, and then had another chance to grab it and bounced it right off his leg.
Fresh shot clock for the Eagles. Washington in the corner now. Pump fake Dylan Scott. Foul line jumper rolls down. Tough shot for Dylan Scott. Lead back to 12. And man, the Eagles got the stop they needed and then gave the East High a second opportunity. Now Logan Helgado finds Carmichael at the foul line, finds a streaking Jaden Burley who misses the layup from the left side. It rolls out, and Logan Blankenberg grabbed the rebound, had it snagged away by Chaz Washington. They're going to call a foul on Chaz Washington. If it is on Washington, that's his fourth.
And Washington has been doing it all for this East High team. He's really been managing the floor from the center of the zone as the whole offense is kind of going through Washington. He's doing a nice job of passing the ball quickly inside and out.
As Blankenberg makes the first of 2 free throws, that's now bonus time. 10-3 as Burley takes another seat, and for the first time today we're going to see Max LaRocco, the 6'1 senior, and Chaz Washington is going to check out as Howard Eagle comes in, and I didn't necessarily agree with that foul on Washington. It just looked like a tough battle for the ball, but Blankenberg's second free throw rattles in and out. Carmichael battles for it, out of bounds to East High. So Logan Blankenberg just 2 of 5 from the free throw line this fourth period.
And now we're going to see Wayne extend a little bit, some full court pressure.
And this could get away from Wayne really quickly here. East High likes to push the tempo. Not a lot of pressure on that press. They do break it. Now a three-pointer from Dylan Scott. He thought about it, pulled it back to Damani Barley, the freshman Barley at the top of the key. And it's stolen by Billy Thompson. They tried an entry pass. He stepped in. Here comes Wayne. They're down 11. 5:08 to go, fourth period. Blankenberg picks up his dribble, finds Thompson. Three ball from the wing. No, back iron, no good. Great rebound by Howard Eagle. And here comes East back the other way. It's Harris Scott straight to the rim, and he's fouled as his shot comes up just short. Let's see who they get. I think they might have gotten Logan Blankenberg. It is. That's 3 fouls on Logan Blankenberg. For over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. And nothing but net for Harris Scott. He now has 6 on the first free throw, and timeout Coach Thompson. So we'll have one more free throw coming up for Harris Scott after this timeout. Gives me a chance to remind you that Red's Place is serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls, and every Wednesday is 60-cent wing night. And the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. And Tani, under 5 minutes, Wayne has kept it within reach. They're down 12, 39-27. I hate to keep harping on this, but we've enjoyed this great group of Wayne Eagles over the past 3 years. You and I, you called them both their championship games. I think last year you were with Brendan Harrington.
Yep.
I've had them in studio a couple times. Really enjoy this group. Talented. They need to do something here off of this timeout to make a run, or they could see it come to an end tonight.
For sure, and definitely credit to this East High Eagles squad who has really been tough defensively. It's altered the way that that Wayne's been shooting the basketball, and it's affected definitely the confidence of almost everybody, with maybe the exception of Nick Carmichael, as we're seeing a lot of hesitation and concern about getting shots blocked, causing them to hesitate and not necessarily go up and finish with the same way that that they normally would. But if they're going to get back into it, they got to go on a run here. We've seen him get as close as 7 a couple times in the third quarter, and haven't been able to get below 7.
And for Harris Scott, this free throw on the way to give him the biggest lead of the night at 13. It goes down, so 40-27, 4:53 to go. Carmichael gives to Blankenberg. Blankenberg now to Helgado. Helgado behind the back to Max LaRocco. Couldn't corral it. He would have had a wide open layup. Instead, he continues on the baseline and finds Nick Carmichael. Foul line extended out to Blankenberg. Blankenberg rises and fires from the wing. Can't get it to go. And Carmichael out-rebounded for that one. Way up ahead, the ball goes to Kelly Barley. Finds a streaking Harris Scott, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Logan Blankenberg. Frustrating night for Logan Blankenberg, to say the least.
Well, I mean, he's been doing it all on both ends of the floor, and in terms of rebounding, he's been handling the ball. He's been doing a nice job at distributing it, getting good open looks. But certainly East High's been all over him defensively.
And speaking of open looks, the inbounds pass goes to a wide-open Damani Barley in the corner. He knocks down a 3-point lead. That lead is 16, and the Wayne season in serious jeopardy right now as they turn it over, coming the other way, 4-on-1. And Billy Thompson just kind of let Dylan Scott go by him, and he missed the wide-open layup, but East High controlled the rebound, and now we got a timeout, Coach Barley. And a lot of smiles on the East High bench right now, as with 4:07 to go, your score 43-27. East High leads Wayne.
Well, and they certainly got good reason to be smiling with a 16-point lead, and there really hasn't been much sign that Wayne's going to be able to overcome that deficit. Just really struggling on the offensive end. I think, if Coach Thompson knew that, he was going to hold his East High team to 43, he might be feeling pretty good about his chances going into the last couple minutes, but it's really been a challenge offensively for the Wayne Eagles.
And a couple out-of-town scores here. Wellsville is off and running in their sectional semifinal game against Attica. They lead 12-4 late in the first quarter. Keshequa holding on to a 4-point lead over Oakfield on the girls' side with 4:11 to go in the fourth quarter of that C3 semifinal. South Seneca Wheatland Chilai to follow. And right here, it's 43-27, 4 minutes left to go. And same 5 in for Wayne as we get a drive on the baseline by Kerry Barley. He's met by Carmichael, missed the shot, but Wayne East High still controls. Now a baseline jumper in and out from Harris Scott and rebounded by Billy Thompson. Thompson, length of the court, lost it. Carmichael on the floor, back into the hands of East High, up ahead to Chaz Washington. No, picked off by Blankenberg. Here comes Blankenberg. Left hand, no look pass and out of bounds.
May have been tipped.
It looks like it's going to stay with Wayne, with 3:35 to go. And the East High bench doesn't agree with that call, and Blankenberg inbounds to Thompson. 3:32 to go in the game. And there we go. Logan Blankenberg with a sideline three-pointer in front of his own bench. Cuts the lead down to 13, and that'll be Blankenberg's 7th point of the game. Timeout, Wayne.
And only his second field goal and first three-pointer. But, he had to work hard to get open off that out-of-bounds play. Came around a double screen, really worked hard to move to the other side of the floor, and then had to catch and shoot in one quick motion.
43-30, East High. They had built the lead to 16 before that Blankenberg three-pointer. 3:28 to go in the ball game. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. Winner of tonight's 8-2 semifinal will face the winner of Pittsford Sutherland and Wilson Magnet up next here at Vicar. Back on the courts, full court pressure now from Wayne, and it's a turnover. Kerry Barley.
And just a little miscommunication there between him and Washington.
Thought Washington was cutting one way, he cut the other, and the ball went right out of bounds. So the Wayne train to our left, quiet. A little run for Wayne could get him going, and the ball is out of bounds. It went into Blankenberg's hands, and Kerry Barley knocked it loose, and looked like he called a foul, but I think it's just out of bounds. So anyways, back to work comes Wayne. Billy Thompson dribbles top of the key, swings it to Blankenberg, open for three. He turns, fires, and hits!
Blankenberg heating up a little bit.
2 straight threes for Logan Blankenberg. More full court pressure for the Eagles of Wayne. East High breaks the press, and now they slow it down with 3:04 to go. 10-point lead. The top seed Eagles, 20-1. Looking to advance to the Blue Cross Arena on Saturday night at 5 o'clock. And now it's Washington. Pump fake to Dylan Scott, who drives and can't finish. Rebound out of bounds, stays with East High, and they'll get a fresh shot clock. Again, another rebounding opportunity. Ball fumbled again by the Wayne Eagles. And East High now inbounds underneath their own basket. They get it into Harris Scott, swings it to a wide open Dylan Scott, who knocks down a left-handed three-pointer. And that one kind of feels like a dagger. 13-point lead, 2:32 to go. Here
Big
comes
answer by Dylan Scott.
Ball back. Blankenberg now from about 45 feet. It's an air ball, about actually 40 feet maybe. Looking like desperation time for the Eagles. Full court pressure now with 2:23 to go. Chaz Washington breaks the press with Damani Barley. Up ahead to Kerry Barley. And now into the paint to Harris Scott, who rises and fires from the left block and converts. And the lead back up to 15. 2 minutes to go here in the careers of Billy Thompson, Nick Carmichael, Logan Helgado, Logan Blankenberg, Jaden Burley, Brandon Nowak, Max LaRocco, as Carmichael fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. So if there's anything working for Wayne at this point is they're in the double bonus now. And Carmichael will try to make a couple more free throws. He had 11 points in the third quarter, just 2 in the fourth. He's got 21 in the game. And the first shot is up and in.
Continuing to shoot exceptionally well from the charity stripe.
48-34, 156 remaining. Second free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. And now Logan Holgado fouls Dylan Scott. Of course, that's just the 6th foul. And now full court pressure. Jaden Burley guards the ball on the baseline. It's inbounded to Damani Barley, and he throws it off the backboard, and Jaden Burley had the ball in his hands and then dropped it out of bounds. Man.
Yeah, Burley struggling a little bit tonight on both ends of the floor.
Just with a handle. So now they'll press again. And it's inbounded, and they got a trap underneath the basket, directly underneath the basket. Boy, Coney cooked Thompson there, no call. Up ahead to Chance Washington, tried to nail you. Carmichael broke it up. Carmichael dives for it. And wow, great play. He saved it to Thompson, who up ahead to Logan Holgado, who misses the layup. Man, that was a super athletic play by both Carmichael and Thompson.
And again, just like in the first half, we saw Logan Holgado make a nice move to go to the rim. Big Euro step, just not able to finish.
Chaz Washington guarded by Thompson. Now 1:13 in the ballgame. We got a foul. It's going to be Nick Carmichael picking up his second. 1:12 to go, 48-34. And we're not seeing Coach Thompson quite empty the bench and throw in the towel yet, but it's not looking good for your Wayne Eagles here. Coming off a back-to-back Class A2 titles, and no matter what happened this year for Wayne, it's been just an incredible run.
Absolutely. I mean, his historically great team, not just for certainly for Wayne, but also for the Wayne Finger Lakes League.
Yep.
They've really been up at the top of a very challenging class for going on their third year now.
And Chaz Washington knocks down 2 free throws, so it's matches the biggest lead of the game at 50-34, 16 points, 1:12 to go. We got another timeout on the court, and we'll see if Wayne's going to give it one more shot here as the East High fans and bench are celebrating here with 1:12 to go.
Yeah, I mean, 16 points, just too much to overcome with this much time left, but, we'll enjoy seeing those last minute of this great Wayne Eagles team play.
And again, Ontario High School, before these schools moved, did win sectional titles in Class B in 1927 and 38, but once Wayne High School was formed in the 1950s, I believe, the only 2 sectional titles that will hang in the Eagles' nest in Ontario, New York, will have the names of Billy Thompson, Logan Holgado, Logan Blankenberg, Jaden Burley, Nick Carmichael, Brandon Nowak, Max Luraco, Caleb Kornicker, and nothing to be ashamed. I'm sure when Coach Thompson saw this group that's led by his own son, get up to the varsity level, he would have taken 1 sectional title, but they got 2. And with 1:09 to go here in a 16-point deficit, that looks like it's all it's going to be as Carmichael turns and fires a 3-pointer from the wing and misses. Long rebound into the hands of Zakaria Harris-Scott. 55 seconds left to go. And we got a foul. Billy Thompson fouls Harris-Scott. And we got subs now. Max Luraco and Brandon Nowak checking in for Jaden Burley, and Logan Holgado checking out for probably the last time of their great high school careers.
And getting a nice round of applause as the Wayne Eagles team and crowd comes to their feet to applaud their seniors.
Harris-Scott now with a couple of free throws with 49 seconds left. Knocks down the first. And now Lewis Redding set to check in the game, and Billy Thompson coming out. I feel like we should stand and applaud as well as the senior Thompson gets a hug from his dad. Probably the best years of their life, these last 3 years, Coach Thompson coaching his son Billy. Very disappointed. I'm sure Billy right now very disappointed, but nothing to be ashamed of here with 46 seconds left in this one. 52-34 the score as the ball goes out of bounds in front of the Wayne bench. It'll stay with Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, they had a strong season again this year, won another Finger Lakes East League title, hung another banner in their gymnasium for that.
Blankenberg had the ball, now down on the block to Carmichael. Carmichael had 2 more points. He's got 24 points with 32 seconds to go. A few more players off the bench now for Wayne, and they want him to foul so he can get these subs in, and they do. Lewis Redding comes out and fouls Chaz Washington. And checking in now is Nathan McKenna along with Caleb Cornicker, and out comes for the last time Pig Country, Nick Carmichael, and number 33, Logan Blankenberg. Blankenberg visibly upset. This is his last game. Carmichael down at the end of the bench with Billy Thompson. Outstanding careers for those three, along with Logan Helgado and Jaden Burley. Right now, Blankenberg and Thompson embracing at the end of the bench. It's tough. One of the tough things about high school sports are, you work your whole career from youth league right on up to varsity, and then one day it just comes to an end, and that day is going to be today for the Wayne Eagles as the shot off the mark from Caleb Cornicker. 9 seconds on the clock, 53-36 your score. Chaz Washington at midcourt with a big smile on his face. And the final buzzer sounds, your final score, East 53, Wayne 36. And it will be the East High Eagles advancing to the Blue Cross Arena on Saturday night at 5 o'clock. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame show. Once again on a blustery night here in the Finger Lakes, the Wayne Eagles see their great run come to an end at the hands of East High. Your final score, 53-36.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
And welcome back here inside Victor High School. Once again, your final score, East High 53, Wayne 36. It's the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. And Jim Sinicropi here alongside Tane Robinson is the Wilson Magnet. Wildcats take the court here for the second half of the doubleheader. We won't be bringing you that game, but, Tane just went out on the court as those Wayne seniors kind of were walking off, and they were obviously upset. They shook their hands to them, nothing to be ashamed of. And, a lot of times you say that, nothing to be ashamed of, but that's literally the case with this Wayne team. What they accomplished in their high school career is beyond the wildest dreams of probably Coach Thompson and all their parents and classmates.
Oh, they have had some great moments, for their school, for their team. Just us as broadcasters, it was a lot of fun covering that first sectional title they won, against Wilson 2 years ago over in Fairport, and then last year watching them defend their title up at the arena, and they certainly have accomplished a lot. Back-to-back Finger Lakes East titles, and really put their stamp, in the history books of Section 5 and certainly Finger Lakes basketball.
Can run through the final scoring for you here for the victorious East High Eagles. They were led by Dylan Scott with 16 points. Chaz Washington finished with 12. 10 for Zachariah Harris Scott, 6 for Damani Barley, 2 for Carey Barley, and 2 for Maurice Conley. And really, that number of 53 was a winnable number for Wayne. They were able to control the tempo. They were pretty good defensively, but it was on the offensive end that they struggled. For the Wayne Eagles, it was Nick Carmichael leading the way, really taking the team on his back for much of the evening, scoring 24 of Wayne's 36 points. Logan Blankenberg finished with 10 points, 8 of those 10 points in the fourth quarter, and then Jaden Burley with 2 points. Billy Thompson, Logan Helgado held scoreless, and got to hand it to the Wayne Eagles, or the East High Eagles. That defense, that man-to-man defense really gave, Logan Blankenberg, 10 points, a lot of them late. They were switching picks. They were making him a focal point, and really, other than Carmichael, nobody was able to step up and provide scoring.
Yeah, and it, got the sense that East really wanted to get out and run and transition and would prefer, more of a wide-open game. But they also did a really nice job in the half court. Chaz Washington, from that free throw line, really did a marvelous job of catching the ball there, looking past first, finding open men, and then taking a shot if he needed to, and that really opened things up. East was able to hit enough threes from the outside to really make it so that it was difficult for Wayne to work their way back into it.
So it just did confirm that tomorrow night it will be a doubleheader in Penn Newark against Hornell, and Minders versus Wayland-Cohocton. Separate classes, but both those games canceled tonight. Going on right now on WGVA.